Welcome back to Potent Logic, gentlemen. Provocative wisdom and guidance for every man. There is much discussion regarding what it means to be a Sigma male. Some may argue that this term is identical to being single. And while this is partially correct, it does not tell the entire story. A Sigma man is someone who is comfortable in his skin and isn't frightened to be single. He understands that he doesn't need a relationship to be happy and fulfilled, and is completely content with it. Of course, this does not imply that he does not love the company of women, but sometimes being alone is just what he requires. We often believe that to be happy, we must be in a relationship, but this is not always the case. If you're a Sigma male, you know that being single may be just as, if not more, satisfying. There are times when you need some space, and being in a relationship might make that difficult. But not because you're afraid of commitment, but because today's society is full of drama queens and unhealthy relationships. So, rather than being caught up in all of that, you'd rather simply enjoy your own company. Here are 7 things a Sigma male will do when he's single. Number 1. Love himself. For starters, he'll learn to love himself. When a Sigma male is single, he generally makes use of the opportunity to learn to love himself. He may not have had the best connections in the past, so he's using this time to concentrate on himself. He's learning to be happy and comfortable without the company of others. This is a valuable lesson for everyone, not just for Sigma males. Before we can fully love another person, we must first learn to love ourselves. We frequently try to find someone to replace that emptiness within ourselves, but this is neither healthy nor sustainable. The Sigma male must first improve on himself before he can be in a good and happy relationship. This is an excellent way to avoid codependency and toxic relationships. Number 2. Freedom and independence. While some people may feel lonely while they are single, a Sigma male understands that this is the time to appreciate his freedom and independence. He is free to do anything he wants whenever he wants, and is not required to answer to anyone. It's sometimes pleasant to be alone without having to care about anyone else. Other times, he may want to go out and enjoy other people's company, but he does not believe he needs to be in a relationship to do so. We all need our alone time, whether we're a Sigma male or not, and being single provides you the perfect opportunity to do it. Of course, you can have your alone time when you're in a relationship, but it might feel selfish at times. Number 3. Reinvent himself. Taking some time to analyze his life, the Sigma man might realize that there are some things he wants to change about himself. He might want to improve his health, change his career, or even just change his style. This is a great time for him to make some big changes in his life. He can use this time to figure out who he is and what he wants to be. He can make the changes he needs to become the person he wants to be. This is an excellent opportunity for him to improve his life and find fulfillment. The Sigma male is constantly developing and changing. He is never satisfied with remaining the same. He is constantly wanting to reinvent himself and become a better person. Spending time thinking about his life can assist him in determining what he wants to improve about himself. While many people are comfortable with the status quo, the Sigma man understands that there is always an opportunity for improvement. Number 4. Explore new hobbies. Because the Sigma man has more time on his hands when he is single, he may pursue new activities that he has always been interested in. This is a fantastic opportunity for him to learn new things and broaden his horizons. He may start painting, hiking, riding, or any number of other pursuits. He can also use this time to travel and see new places. The Sigma male knows he doesn't need a relationship to have a fulfilling life. He can find fulfillment in other things like his hobbies and interests. This is a great way for him to get to know himself and what he enjoys doing. Not to mention, it can also be a great way to meet like-minded people. Number 5. Focus on his career and goals. When a Sigma male is single, he frequently uses this time to concentrate on his work and objectives. He may devote all of his focus to achieving his goals without worrying about what others want or need. He is free to do anything he wants and is not required to consider the opinions of others. This can be a great time for him to make some real progress in his life. This doesn't mean that you can't focus on your career in a relationship, but it can be easier to do when you're single because you're not splitting your time and attention. This can be a great time for the Sigma male to focus on himself and what he wants to achieve. Number 6. Focus on his happiness. Being in a relationship isn't the key to happiness. In fact, being in the wrong relationship might make you more unhappy than being single. The Sigma man is more concerned with his happiness than with finding someone to make him happy. He understands that he is solely responsible for his happiness. He does not rely on others to make him happy. Instead, he looks within himself to discover what makes him happy. This can be a great way to avoid drama and toxic relationships. Of course, there's nothing wrong with being in a relationship, but if you're not in one, don't worry. The Sigma male is proof that you can be happy and content without being in a relationship. Just focus on yourself and what makes you happy until you find someone who enhances your happiness rather than takes away from it. And finally, number 7. He'll travel and see the world. Exploring the world is something that a Sigma male enjoys doing. Whether he's in a relationship or not, he might use his time to travel to new places and see new things. This is a great way to broaden his horizons and learn new things. He can also use this time to meet new people and make new friends. There's a big world out there, and he wants to see as much of it as possible. Traveling allows him to learn about different cultures and ways of living. He'll encounter new cultures and see things he'd never see if he stayed in one spot. While the Sigma male appreciates being alone, he understands that it is not the only way to live. If the right person comes along, he is open to being in a relationship, but until then, he is free with living his life his way. He does not require a relationship to be happy and content. To summarize, the Sigma male is a great example of how you can be happy and fulfilled without being in a relationship. Of course, many Sigma males do choose to be in a relationship at some point. But if you're not, don't worry. You can still have a great life if you focus on yourself and what makes you happy. And then, when the time is right, you can find someone who shares your values and who will make you even happier. Thank you for watching. By the way, don't forget to show some love. Tap that subscribe button and hit like. Comment down below if you have suggestions. As always, it has been a pleasure.